Okay, so today I'll be going over and reviewing the new revamped version of the Washington Redskins. So I decided to sign basically just an assortment of free agents. I cut every single active player on their team that isn't injured, so like I can't cut Josh Woodrum or Alex Smith. But they're gonna be cut as soon as it's possible for me to cut them. So at quarterback, we have Tyree Jackson. He's a rookie out of Buffalo. He's got 86 speed, 89 acceleration, and 85 agility. So he's pretty fast for a quarterback. If we look at his throwing stats, he's very inaccurate, but he does have a rocket. He has 10 higher throw power than anyone on our roster, which is very good. 95 throw power is very good. That is like top notch. And then for his backups, I have Bryce Petty, who fits our scheme, and Davis Webb, who also fits our scheme, even though Tyree fits it better with the higher throw power. He's just recognized as a scrambler for his very good scrambling ability. At halfback, we have the former Denver Bronco, former LA Ram, great in the playoffs last year, CJ Anderson. We have Super Bowl champion, LeGarrette Blount. These two guys are very hard-nosed football players. If you look at it, only 85 speed from LeGarrette Blount, which is definitely going to be a problem, but he is an absolute wrecking ball. And CJ Anderson, he's just kind of a faster, more agile version, but he's a little bit less of a like absolutely go through you guy, as he's 5'8", 225, as opposed to LeGarrette's 6 foot 250. But these guys are both very bulky. Then we have Doug Martin. He's kind of a mix of both, but he's just not as great as the other guys. At fullback, we have Aaron Ripowski. We're not going to be really using fullback too much other than fullback dives, but he does have an 82 speed rating, which is pretty good. And this is where we really shine, is our wide receiver core. Antonio Brown, Torrey Smith, Rashard Matthews, Brandon Marshall, Jordan Matthews, and Kelvin Benjamin. All guys that have been good at least 1 or 2 years, so that's good. Like, all of these guys have like experience and have been decent wide receivers somewhere in the league. At tight end, we have Jordan Reed and Vernon Davis, who are both injured. I can't cut them yet. But the people who will actually be playing for us is Jermaine Gresham, Niles Paul, Richard Rodgers, and Joshua Perkins. I could sign Antonio Gates since he's like still in the game. I could sign like Andrew Luck or Brock Osweiler, but I didn't sign retired players because I want this to be as realistic as possible. Matt Khalil will be our left tackle. I couldn't cut Trent Williams because he is still injured. At left guard we have Sean Luevo. At center we have Russell Bodine. Clint Bowling is kind of the star of the O-line at 76 overall. And then Joe Barksdale is a 68 overall right tackle. Notice that I did try to fit our schemes because, you know, I'm not the coach. I can't decide the schemes. I'm the owner, and I hired a coach, and I'm going by his scheme. We're going to show that we trust him. Muhammad Wilkerson and Willie Henry. So at right end, now we have Willie Henry, Derek Shelby, and then a guy we can't cut yet. Chris Baker, Tom Johnson, Stevie Tulico. I'm not even going to attempt that name. And then Tim Settle. Connor Barwin, Dominic Easley, and then a guy we can't cut yet. We have the second Brandon Marshall that's still in the NFL. This might be the last year that there's 2 Brandon Marshalls in the NFL. So we're going to take full advantage of that. Nick Vigil and Manti Te'o. I'm probably going to give Manti Te'o the nod over Zach Vigil because It's Manti Te'o, you know, everything that went on with him in the early 2010s. A right outside linebacker, Tim Williams. DRC we can't cut yet, but we have Leon Hall, Orlando Scandrick, EJ Gaines, David Amerson, Captain Munnerlin, and Kevin Seymour as our corners. At free safety we have Ron Parker, and at strong safety we have Eric Berry and Mike Mitchell. So as you can see, when I go into the free agency pool, there's some guys here like Andrew Luck, and then mostly the guys that we cut, but like Andrew Luck, if we go down, Brock Osweiler, guys that have retired, so some team is going to get Andrew Luck, which is unfortunate. I could go through and just make him 0 overall so it wouldn't matter. Maybe I'll do that. He's the only really one that matters, so I think I'll do that. Yeah, I think I'll just make him 0 overall so it doesn't matter. He's still and then as far as the settings go, I'm just gonna leave it on normal sliders for right now, and we'll see what I can do. Like if we need to make changes, because I want to make this pretty realistic. All Pro is gonna be the skill level. I'm not great at Madden, so I just want to make sure that, you know, this team doesn't go like 0-16 or something, because that's unrealistic. I think a team like this would not go 0-16. Obviously I had to turn minimum roster size off, but I'll put it up to 46 now. Actually, I'll just keep it off. It doesn't really matter that much. 10-minute quarter length. I don't want to be here forever. I just want to get these games over with, especially for the first season. All manual for this, and we're gonna be using Bengals. We're gonna be using Bengals 2020 draft class to draft our players. So that's gonna be it. I'm not gonna play preseason, but we will start week 1 against the Eagles. So thank you guys for watching, and make sure you tune in for all the future parts of this.